Yes, good people. Come on into the building. Come on into the building, and it's the one and only HerbMan busting you back upside the head with another hot banger. Boogie, please go tell somebody. They go tell somebody your homie HerbMan is on. Yes, sir. And if you're new to the program, welcome. Please follow, like, share, and subscribe on the whole platforms, all of them, at Love HerbMan. All right. So we love you guys, man. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. So we teach you here how to heal yourself, but you cannot heal yourself unless you know thyself. So we're going to teach you about the human frame and the human design so that you guys can be well on your way to the happiness and the wholeness and the wellness that you're looking for. And we can show you how to do it in some of the most simplest, some of the most affordable, and some of the most accessible and effective ways on the planet. All you got to do is simply commit to what we're teaching you to guys today, and you'll be able to be well on your way. All right, you guys. So you guys know how this thing go. This is the free information station. You don't have to pay for anything that you hear here today. All you simply got to do is pay attention. And how we do that on the HerbMan Show is by double tapping that screen and getting us up to 100,000 likes during the live broadcast. Look, it's New Year's Eve according to you guys' calendar, so we're gonna get you in and out of this situation. But this is going to be a very informational subject today, and I got to make it a powerhouse every time I come on here because we got to start to get this thing in our lives of what it is that we need to be doing as a human species. It's not just about you as an individual. You going through stuff, but you ain't no different than somebody else. And it don't matter if you're rich, you're going through, and it don't matter if you're poor, you're going through. So the going through is what we need to get to come out to get our relationship, and that's where we start conversations at the commonalities. And all of us are commonly going through things, and so we're kind of teach you today how to be able to understand how to let go. I know we teach this all the time. People tell you how to meditate, they tell you how to sing and pray, and they tell you how to do this and do that, but the bottom line is you need to understand how you do it. It is something about your sound. It is something about, it's almost like you trying to get somebody else to date somebody for you, right? I'm not your wingman. You got to meet God for yourself. You got to get into nature yourself. I can't do that for you. All I can do is tell you that that's the relationship that's broken between you and me. And then that's it. We fix that. But I can't fix it for you. I can just teach you that that's in us, all right? And so we're going to teach you guys today. Once we have the likes, since we already there, y'all already ready to go. I love y'all, man. I hope everybody has a safe weekend, safe New Year, man. We're going to continue to keep adding to this thing, man. Look, this stuff is not go. Everybody comes to New Year's with wanting to let go. Even in your private life before New Year's, there are things that you want to let go. And what happens is you don't understand that the trauma or the drama or the thing that affected you did not just affected you psychologically, but it affected you physiologically. Remember this, the biology of how to let go. And a lot of times you can get your mind away from something, but the body still carries it. Come on, somebody. Keep tapping the screen, you guys. I'll keep talking. A lot of times you can get your mind fixed, but the body's still broke. And you can get your mind away from something, but the body still carries it. And so what happens is you'll see that most of us, our coping mechanisms are our idol gods, because we don't know how to use God as a coping mechanism. We don't know how to use nature as a coping mechanism. You have yet to figure out how to use the sun to relax you like the blunt. You've yet to figure out how to use the wind to drunken you like alcohol. You've yet to figure out how to use the ground to ground you before you do this and that. You understand? We've yet to figure out how to use nature as the coping mechanism. It wants to be your coping mechanism, right? So this episode is going to explain to you why letting go is not something you can go and force. And this is the funnel reason why people are staying stuck despite the money you're spending, despite the people that you're bumping into, despite the people that you're listening to. You are still in this thing. Despite the insight, you still are carrying the illness. And I'm trying to teach you how the body actually is going to complete the release. And we're going to show you this in real time. So when you're trying to practice on letting go of something in this new year, you'll know that it ain't just a mind thing, but it's a biological thing. It must start with the body. Okay? And what we're going to try to get you to understand is how to listen. Not just understand, but listening. Listening to yourself. Listening to your body. And I got to clear something up before we start. Because remember I told you come with intent before you try to come and get fixed. Letting go ain't a decision you make. Letting go is not a decision that you're going to make. Letting go has nothing to do with forgiveness. Letting go has nothing to do with acceptance. Letting go has nothing to do with your maturity levels. Listen to me. Okay? Listen to me. Because this is where we get this stuff mixed up from, and that's why people can't do it. Letting go ain't got nothing to do with how spiritually strong you are. I'm telling you, letting go, you got to be able to do it from the body. It is physiological way more than you think it's psychological. And until the body is able to complete the event of letting go, all you did was suppress. Because the mind cannot release anything. No matter how much you want to, it is still suppressed and stuck in you. And these are the cancers, the tumors, and the funguses that you're talking about. So I don't want to teach you today how to try to let go. We're just explaining to you how the body actually does it. Because the fundamental reason why people just can't let go is because it's not as easy as they are sounding, making it sound. You hear people tell you all day, just let it go, doc. Just move on. Just forgive. Just release the past, doc. You're going to be all right. How many of us heard those key phrases? And then you think something is wrong with the person when they can't do just that. Because the body doesn't let it go because you say so. If it hasn't completed the stress cycle, it'll suppress it. If it hasn't returned to safety, if your body doesn't feel safe, it is still stuck. If your body hasn't discharged it, like we teach you with your owner's manual, it is still stored energy. If your body hasn't received the signal that the threat is over, then you're still holding on to the disease. And I guarantee you that 100% of us have never went to the doctor and the doctor said, high blood pressure got you. Dwayne Tavares, cancer got you. Have you ever heard something say that? You ain't never heard a doctor say that the disease got you. But what you've always heard is that you got the disease. And the body holds on to things on purpose. Because holding is a protection. And you'll hold it until it's not needed anymore. And you got to understand how the body holds and why the body holds. And it ain't just a muscle, it ain't just a mind thing, but the body does not store memories like a hard drive. Your brain stores memory like a hard drive, but your body don't necessarily store that memory like a hard drive. It'll store these traumas and traumatic events and dramatic events in your life in your muscles and give you muscle tension. It'll store it in your lungs and give you breath restriction. It'll store it in your heart and give you heart palpitations or disrupt the heart rhythm patterns. It'll store it in your hormones and get you imbalanced. It'll store this stuff in your nervous system. It'll store it in your body. And what we call emotional baggage is actually unfinished biological responses that have yet to be completed. Letting go happens when those responses, the way that you would have responded to mama death, the way you would have responded to being the victim, the way you would have responded to the trauma, you suppressed it, you didn't complete the cycle. The response is not complete. And the owner's manual is trying to show you those things. The owner's manual is a mirror. It's a mirror for you to be able to see yourself the way nature sees you. And it'll wipe away the blemishes. It'll wipe away the imperfections that you see within yourself. Because the more you know thyself, the more you'll fall in love with you. But sometimes you need to see yourself in the eyes of nature, not in somebody else's eyes. You keep trying to see yourself in somebody else's eyes. See yourself in the eye of human design from the way you were naturally built versus the way you are today. Now you make the choice on, do you want to go back home? Or do you want to be like Short Circuit and think you got freedom and you want to be real? Pinocchio, the prodigal son. I don't want to go back. Every stress response that we have has a beginning, a middle, and an end, okay? Every stress response we have has a beginning, a middle, and an end, okay? Everything has a process, okay? So when something happens to you, that's going to be what we call activation, okay? Activation, right? When something happens to you, no matter what it is, this is the activating part. The body prepares for action. Okay, so step number one is action. Step number two is going to be mobilization. All right, mobilization. All right, so mobilization is when shit start moving in your body. First, something happens, and then things start to move within the body. So we call this mobilization. The heart rate increases, the muscles engage, you got attention, your attention span starts to narrow, focus in, things start to mobilize. And then thirdly, you got completion. This is the process of letting go. And in completion, the body is supposed to discharge the energy so that it can return back to baseline. This is what the sun is doing every day to teach you this, that you got activation is the sunrise. And then when the sun rises, it is then starting to mobilize. And then it's going to come to a completion at the sunset to return back to what? This goddamn baseline that it started from. The horizon is rising over the horizon. Horus, Heru. So you're going to have times in your day, you're going to have times in your life where there's going to be things that are going to be activating and mobile, but you got to complete something. Complete the marriage. Complete the parenting. Complete the goal. So many of us got goals and we just get stuck at activation and mobilization, but we never get to step number 3. And so many humans, modern humans, complete 1 and 2, but they skip 3. And so your body stays ready and mobilized. And that readiness feels like what? Anxiety, resentment. You're hypervigilant all the time. Fatigue and lethargy. You're tensed up. Rumination. But letting go is step 3. The owner's manual gives you these simple ways of release, and it ain't tea. It ain't another surgery. It ain't another pill. It ain't in another session of meditation. It ain't, you got to learn something. If you've been going to meditation this long and you still messed up, stop, please. It's something else that's missing. If you've been taking herbs and popping pills from the doctor and you've been see your same doctor and still got high blood, please slow down. In 2026, I want you guys to really learn how to let this shit out of your body. And the owner's manual is the principal health assessment that can make this happen. And it's something everybody is offering you, especially not for a funky measly $50. But let's keep it moving, because I want you guys to go into 2026 really knowing stuff and not just learning, forever learning, but yet coming to the knowledge of. That's what the Bible verse says. We're forever learning. But how do you know when you know? It's when you're doing better. It's when you're doing better. And so the body completes in a lot of different ways, but a lot of these are releasing mechanisms. The body's going to let go through physical signals, not through your thoughts. So you can let go mentally some things, that's cool. But remember that this is a marriage that has to happen every time you're in church. That has to happen every time you wake up. You need to be able to have that spirit come into the body. The spirit left you when you were asleep, right? You got to bring it back in for your day. We got to learn how to bring the spirit into the stop trying out of something. Completion is going to happen through these types of things. These humming and these long exhales. These crying and laughing and sighing that we're doing. This yawning. This shaking and this swaying that we're doing. This stillness and quietness that we're teaching you guys about when you have these days. These are not weaknesses about you. What you're doing is understanding how to use these things as coping mechanisms, aka completing mechanisms. Somebody put that in the chat, please. Completion mechanisms. We're going to change over from coping mechanisms to completion mechanisms. See, the blunt ain't completing it for me. I still got to smoke every goddamn day. The bill ain't completing it for me. I still got to drink every motherfucking day. The drugs ain't for me. I got to do them every day. Sex ain't completing it for me. I got to do it every day. So instead of using coping mechanisms, 26, we want to start using completion mechanisms. Because the body never finished the thing. You've been coping mechanism because of it, but you never completion mechanism did. The body never finished. Letting go you must know discharges outside of smoking, drinking, fucking, and working. Those are not discharges. They actually are stimulatory and keep the loop. Letting go is a discharge first. Then you'll find meaning later. Yes, discharging. How many of you know how to discharge the right way? Put some ones in the chat if you know how to discharge the right way, the healthy way, the effective way, the affordable way. The cheapest way you can do it is with yourself. The sound that you're needing to use is your own sound. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to see. The breathing that you need to use is your own natural breathing. We just need for you to breathe in your nose and out your mouth, but you breathe regular. Your breathing, not William Huff's. It's your breathing, baby. It's your sound, not Usher's, not the sound bowl, not the goddamn temper thing. But we want to hear it. It's your vibration that needs to get into melody with nature's. You're tuning out yourself because you're going through other mediums. You don't need a mediator. You don't need meds. Okay, meds is a mediator. Jesus is a med. Meditation is a med, and medication is a med. You don't need mediators. You don't need somebody in the middle of you and God. You don't need some of that. You don't need me for that, guys. You don't need us for that. They're selling you fucking lies, and what I'm trying to tell you is the truth, but because it requires you to have to do the work, you scared of it, and therefore you'll keep returning back and back and back and back species, and death will always be scary to you, and life will always be scary to you because you keep coming back and you're not goddamn getting what you need to be getting. What you need to be getting is, don't live in the world is the earth has already created a world for you. Yes, you can create one for yourself. Which one are you going to, we're going to keep choosing ours, or we're going to finally choose the one that nature automatically provided? Because in nature is that safety, and safety is the switch. And the body is only going to let go when it knows that the danger is truly over. If you keep having to live check to check, the danger ain't over. If you live in check to check, the danger ain't over. If you have to pop the pill every day, or if you got to pop 3 or 4 pills every day, the danger ain't over. And safety is communicated through these mechanisms of breath and nature, and relaxing the jaw and releasing the shoulders, and all of these things that we're teaching you guys, that it's in your owner's. The old things about not having urgency to heal, allowing your body to do it naturally, peacefully, safely, in its own timing. So that means that you got to be able to let go of some things in order for that to happen. Because without safety, all you're doing is continue to hold on. All we do is continue to hold on to these things. That's why we can't break stuff year after year, no matter what the New Year's resolution is. Letting go is not a bravery or not some big courage type thing. It's just simply giving the body permission to do it. Okay? And you listening to your body and knowing what you do. So in a minute, y'all, once we get to 100K, you guys keep tapping. I'm going to keep talking. You keep tapping. I'm going to keep talking. Let's get up something. Let go. And I want it to be small. You ain't got to say nothing big, because I want it to be something that your body can do, not your mind. Okay? I want it to be something that your body can literally do, not your mind. Oh, 90 days, I'm gonna go vegan. That's mind stuff. Let's talk about what the body can actually do, and just change something simple. So, like right now, we can show you what about like now. Without no stories, no memory, no effort, just signals. So when I tell you about dropping your jaw is just opening your teeth, not your mouth, just your teeth inside your lip. I mean, I'm already warming up. It's simple. It's simple. It's effective. Okay. And now you couple that with going outside and understanding what the day is bringing. Okay. Like we taught you guys in the other video, understanding your days. It's okay to have a tired day. It's okay to have a quiet day. It's okay to have a go day. And it's okay to have an emotional day. What day are you going to have today? What day did you wake up having? Anybody know? Put it in the chat real quick. What day are you having? Okay, let me put this up here real quick. What day are you having? Can you listen to your body? Don't force it. Some of y'all don't feel good today, but you're still gonna go out, and guess what? When you don't feel good today and you override that, you probably get in a situation you didn't want to be in to start the new year in. It's okay. What day are you having today? All right. Is it a go day for you? Do you feel it? Do you feel that it's a go day? Is it a tired day? Do you feel that? Is it a reflecting day? Do you feel quiet for some reason? Or is it an emotional day? Already. This day would have already told you this already. It's about 10, 11 o'clock over there. Which one are you having? I don't know nothing about what a calm day these folks. See, when y'all start using other words, we don't know what that is. See, I don't know what a peaceful day is. I'm him. See, you got to use these 4 words. See, because we don't understand. So what the thing is that let yourself have the emotional day. Duchess, let yourself have the quiet day. I know that it's New Year's Eve, but I'm telling you guys that this is how you do this. If you keep overriding it, you'll never form a relationship with you. You keep trying to form a relationship with everybody else, but what about your relationship with you? You're having a go day. Go out there and get it. Do your thing. You're having a tide day. Don't override that tide. Okay? Don't override that tide now. All right? I even said, damn, this is perfect timing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Carmen should do Sanders, baby. You know? But that's what we do, right? Because it's all about understanding how to let go. And a lot of times, if you override your day, how you gonna be letting go? That's the first start of it right there. If you override your body, you're never gonna let that go. Okay. So that's what we're trying to tell you is that slow breathing and that dropping of the shoulders and of the tongue and that and it's not necessarily something. But when you start sighing and yawning, and when you start feeling that warmth, or if you start sweating, you start feeling that heaviness or tears, that's the shift. However subtle, we shift it without drugs, without the alcohol, without the pills, without somebody. And that's when letting go can begin. That's when letting go can begin. And most of the time, this stuff is going to just happen. Okay, you're not forcing it. It's just going to happen. And it feels good when it happens, but it's sudden most times. That's because the body doesn't release gradually. It releases once safety is sufficient enough. And you got to understand the moment safety crosses over the threshold. You got to understand how holding on then becomes unnecessary at that point. And that's what we're trying to get you guys to learn in 2026, that you are holding on. You got diabetes. Then let it go. They said that you have hypertension. Let hypertension go. They saying that you got herpes and AIDS. Tell you let it go. You see? They said you got it. Well, Mr. Render, it looks like you got checking your colon here. Looks like you have ulcerative colitis. Oh, I got it. I let some bit go, and I don't have ulcerative colitis no more. So I'm a healer because I healed myself, because I understand that it wasn't just the ulcerative colitis or the disease in my gut, it was the disease in my life. And when I decided to let go of those things mentally and physically, emotionally and physically, down is you won, pimp. Okay, we ain't gonna get you bleeding no more. we ain't gonna do that to you no more. And sometimes release happens like that. But then sometimes release happens and the tension returns. The disease issue return. And that don't necessarily mean you feel it. It just means that somehow your environment got re-stimulated. Somehow the safety dropped. Somehow the body is back on alarm. And letting go is not permanent thing for you guys until safety is there. And so nature is a natural way to feel safe. If you go out walk, if you just go walk out your house right now, go get on the patio, if you walk down the driveway, if you walk through the woods, it don't take nobody. It's quick. That little step outside is something that no man on planet Earth can do for you. And that's why I feel necessary to teach my people about the power of nature. Letting go is not permanent until safety has been reinstituted. Until the nervous system says, okay, this is consistent. Until the body can trust that new state. This is why I teach you guys about the onus and how your environment matters. Because it's so influential. Because it's so influence on 2026. It will have due to my body is what 2026 did, not 2025. And we start learning how to complete. We'll start learning how to begin. And when you start learning how to begin, that's when you. This is all about. If we can teach you to get a green thumb, that means you know nature. You can grow your ideas. You can grow your life. You can grow your family. You can grow your longevity. You can grow your abundance, your wealth, and you can definitely grow your health. Ask it then, you ready to leave him. Saving Thread say, okay, yeah, that sounds about like something that would be considered that, right? So what you want to do, okay, Saving Threads, you trying to look for something to do. We didn't do you. You the last person on the thing you want to do something for to show. But I say that enough for you to understand that you got the power to do anything that you need to do, whether it's take a life, your own, or whether it's grow your own life. You ain't just got the power to leave here. You got the power to grow here and be here. It's your right to do it. Understand that you got the power. And so if somebody told me I got the power, I'm going to look at the pistol and take it from my head, and then I'm going to put it back up on the bed, and I'm going to go out here and walk these streets and try to get it. Because if I got the power to take me, I got the power to rise me up. And so I use that power. And so what I'm doing is HerbMan is also a thing that can be removed. There ain't nothing permanent. There's nothing permanent. Right? And we can help you with those things. Get your to remind my brothers and sisters of mama's love. The biology of letting go. Don't just release your thoughts. Release it from your body. You guys enjoy your New Year's. Be appreciative of life. Know that you are more and greater, and life is more and greater than just tapping that screen. Don't let your work consume your relationship with God. Don't let your goal setting consume your relationship with God. Don't let anything be enmity, separation between you and some nature. Rekindle your relationship back with yourself. Rekindle your relationship back with nature, and watch what I tell you. Watch your diseases go away. Watch your wealth go up, and watch the world change. I love you guys, man. It's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Please go tell somebody about your homie HerbMan. And until next time, love HerbMan. Peace, 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 peace. Go in peace.
Peace and happy birthday to me.
Peace, peace. Go in peace. Peace, peace. Go in peace. All right. She wants somebody to say something about her birthday, but it's New Year's Eve, you guys. Y'all go and celebrate your New Year's Eve. All right. Peace, peace.